Welcome back to another episode of Tactical Pineapple Rides, folks. I'm Tactical Pineapple, and yes, we're riding. So, it seems that my videos that cover controversial topics seem to do the best. Imagine that. It's almost as though videos that sound like clickbait, but actually aren't clickbait, do well. So, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and piss off the majority of the biker community today. How about that? Let's do the vroom vroom, and then we'll get back into this. Alright guys, so as you can guess, yes, today is going to be a motorcycle video. So you can't really piss off a lot of the motorcycle community unless you're talking about motorcycles. So that being said, we're going to go ahead and talk some shit today. I am definitely probably going to step on some toes with this one, and I am okay with that. This is 100% my opinion. I'm entitled to it, and you can kiss my ass if you don't like that. So, that being said, let's talk about customization. Alright, so everybody who rides a Harley knows customization's a huge thing. This is not just limited to Harley, though. Sport bikers do it, ADV bikers do it. People in every segment of motorcycle riding take some form of customization to their motorcycle. Now, I'm not going to take any time to attack anybody in the ADV community. I'm not going to attack anybody in the sport bike community, even because I'm not a part of that community. I'm a part of a motorcycle community, yes. Yeah, so I do think a lot of those bikes that are stretched and worked out that way are fairly gaudy, but I can actually see, from a standpoint of performance, why one might do some of those things, right? You give it a better stance, you give it better grip, you give it just an all-around better performance feel, right? Well, I don't have any issues with that, right? I mean, performance modifications are something that I 100% am okay with. I accept it. But it's the cosmetic stuff that has no value other than cosmetic that you're fine to do it, and it's your bike, and you want to spend the money on it, go ahead and do it, but don't tell me that it somehow makes your bike better. And everybody who knows anything about motorcycles can go, yeah, no, that didn't do shit, right? So I have things modified on my bike, yes. I have things done to make them my own. Everybody does this. It's wasted money, though. It doesn't do anything to increase the value of the bike. It doesn't increase any of the performance. And if you're smart, like I am, you save all of your stock components. So when you sell the bike, you can put all the stock stuff back on it and turn around and sell all the components for a little extra money, right? You can't gain the money back in the sale of a motorcycle. I'm a big proponent of saying, if somebody goes, well, I've got all these mods on it, I'd look them straight in the eyes and say, take them off. I don't want them. I'm here for the motorcycle, not the mods, right? The mods are not the reason you buy a motorcycle generally, because you're going to do all your own stuff to it anyways. It's just a base platform, and it may have a couple things that you were already going to use. Now, that being said, this is where I'm going to piss people off. Alright, I'm calling out specifically big front wheel baggers. Okay? So you got the big front wheel bagger. It does absolutely nothing for your performance. It actually reduces your fork travel. And at the end of the day, even if it were somehow, some way, better for your motorcycle to be sitting up a little bit higher or this or that, y'all don't do shit to the back end. It's all stock. I mean, you may put like Öhlins shocks on or something like that, but you're not increasing the height, so what you end up with is this angular freaking sit, which is fine if that's what you like. You know, the people drive around in squatted trucks too. I don't understand that fucking thing either, but we're not here about trucks, we're here about bikes. So you go ahead and do that. You take and add some angle to your freaking motorcycle, whatever it is, 3-5 degrees, and then to sit here and talk about your performance. Well, great, your performance has gone to shit. You must not like to turn. That's what my assumption is. I don't see anybody in big wheel fucking baggers doing any full lock turns, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you've lost all your low speed cornering for sure. High speed cornering, you take care of that with your fucking assets. So I do like the look of stretched bags. I think there's a point where you stretch them too far. So there are these overly stretched bags and overly stretched fenders. You know, you take if your bagger starts off as 7 feet long and you make it 12 feet long by stretching shit, you effectively lowered the back end, raised the front end if you got a big wheel on it, and now what do you got? You got fucking an inch of ground clearance underneath your bags? Congratulations. How many times are you going to bottom those out before you go back to unstretched bags? Probably a lot. Or here's the other thing, this is going to hurt. You probably don't ride your bike enough to find out. So the other portion of the whole stretched bag thing is, even if you don't bottom out on the backside because you put some fucking steel riveted freaking posts in the back, you know, so it doesn't have any suspension, you've effectively cut your lean angle in half. I mean, Harleys, specifically their baggers, aren't exactly known for having a good lean angle for performance, right? You go fast around a turn and you lean a little bit too far and it's not much at all. You're scraping pegs, you're scraping footboards, you're scraping just God knows what. Now you stretch your bags 3.5 inches, you got a 1/2 inch of clearance on the backside. How much fucking tip angle or lean angle do you think you have to make a turn? Exactly, you don't. So now, every time you come up on a sharp turn or a technical ride even, you struggle to make it through it because you got to muscle around this bike that normally you wouldn't have to do certain things to get around it because you chose aesthetics over performance. Now, 100% y'all are entitled to do your own thing. I have absolutely no say in what you do with your money, but personally, the amount of money some of you guys spend on taking the performance away from your bike, you could be putting into making your bike actually perform. You know, I've seen guys, I've talked to individuals who are saying they've got 12, 15, 30, you know, 25, even $30,000 sometimes into the appearance of their bike. And you know what? Good for them. You got that kind of scratch to go ahead and spend on the appearance of your motorcycle. Good for you. Me personally, I haven't even washed my fucking motorcycle in probably 4 years.
Damn!
The only time my bike gets washed is if the fucking dealership does it, or I'm trying to keep my kid occupied. Like, it just doesn't get done. I would rather spend that time riding my motorcycle. So, I personally feel if I would have spent $30,000 making a motorcycle look good, I'm probably going to spend more time making it stay looking good than I am going to ride it. So, if you have one of those bikes that's, you know, you spent all that money to make it look good and you ride it, good for you. I commend you for that. People have Lamborghinis and daily drive them too. It does happen. I'm not saying it happens all the time. It's definitely not the norm, but I'm not also saying that it never happens. So if you are one of those individuals and you ride it all the time, that's great. If you are one of those individuals who got a big wheel and a stretch tank and you want to have an argument with me, I will gladly engage in a conversation with you down in the comments section. So go ahead down there and talk all the shit you want. I will gladly engage. I respond and read everything. That's just what I do. So I will definitely have that conversation. If you've made it to this point and you think what I've done in this video is halfway worthy of a thumb, go ahead and give it. I don't care if it's up, I don't care if it's down, just give me a thumb, one way or the other. Give me some engagement, folks. If you're watching this, like 60% of you, and you are not subscribed to my channel, click the subscribe button. It costs you nothing. It supports me. It benefits me hugely. If you really like the content, go ahead and click that notification bell. I appreciate it. I do this every Monday and Wednesday. We are dropping videos on the moto vlog, and every Friday night we do go live on our YouTube channel. You can check out more of what we do at www.tacticalpineapple.com. What else do I got to say, folks? I've been Tactical Pineapple. This has been Tactical Pineapple Rides. Keep it 2 wheels down, shiny side up. And remember, folks, carry your pistols. They're coming to get them.